What is up, YouTube? Dots Gaming here, and today I'm bringing you guys another video on Lineage 2 Revolution and its newest update, the Dawn of Destruction. So first things first, huge shout out to Netmarble for sponsoring today's video and giving me another chance to showcase their game to you guys. If this video seems interesting to you, feel free to download Lineage 2 Revolution for yourself, which is a full MMORPG for your mobile device, using the link in the description below. So far I've made two videos on Lineage 2 Revolution. The first video covered all of the newest things that came in their latest update, the Dawn of Destruction, and the second video was some gameplay of me and what I do during my normal day when I log on and play Lineage 2, what you can expect and what you can do. But today I kind of wanted to do a little bit more of a informational video and cover the various stats that you can get on your character, how to upgrade your gear and enhance your gear to get better stats, and just how to make your character stronger in general. Now, I've talked about this in both videos that I've done so far, and I just want to reiterate it here to really drive it home. You gain power in so many different ways in this game, from the titles that you wear, to the gear that you wear, to your character's level, to gems that you can place in your gear, which are called soul crystals, to leveling up the equipment itself, enhancing the equipment, set bonuses, other enhancements. There's just a lot of different ways that your character gains power in this game, and trying to take advantage of all those different ways will really maximize the amount of damage and how tanky and all that stuff that your character is. So right here, this is where I'm in. If you go to your menus here, so if you open up your menus and you go to character and then you click character again, you can see your character screen and all of your basic, advanced, and info about him. So right here on the bottom, in the bottom left, you can see the stats. So you can see if you press the double arrows here, you can expand the stats panel and you can see a wide array of stats. But the cool thing is that if you actually click on them, it will tell you what the various sources that are providing these stats. So for example, my physical attack here, you can see it's 62,000, incredibly high. But you know, my magical attack is on the lower side, it's only 35,000. That's because I play an Orc Raider, you know, more focus on physical damage, so obviously my physical damage is going to be a bit higher. But you can see these are all of the different sources that my physical attack is coming from. My character himself, my hero rank, my honor rank, the various equipment I'm wearing, the enhanced set, my runes, monster codex, skills, elixir, sub-character effect, and any buffs that I currently have running on my character. So that's just an example of ways that you can see where you're gaining various stats from. Same thing with my physical defense, character, hero rank, honor rank, equipment, enhanced set, runes, monster codex, elixir, and sub-character effect. So you can see all the different sources, like I said, and where you get everything from when you click on each individual stat, and you can do that all the way down here. So you can see my physical defense increase rate. This comes from these two different sets. Now, one of the things that is lost in translation, and I did look up before I did this video, is you see a lot of rate, crit rate increase, physical attack increase rate, magical attack increase rate. I believe, based on my research, that was something that was lost in translation when this game went from to the English translation of the game, and I believe that is it's just saying a percent increase. So my physical attack here, as we can see, it's got a 10.65% increase. That's just what that means. It's just my gear is giving me my enhanced set, and my sub-character effect is giving me a cumulative 10.65% increase to my physical attack. So don't get confused when you see that. But as you can see, there's a wide variety of stats. A lot of things that cover critical damage, just a straight up damage increase, PvP crit damage decreasing, attack speed increase rate, physical attack, magical attack, to physical defense and magical defense increase rates, accuracy, evasion, penetration, resilience, all these different stats. And if you scroll through them, you can see the various type of stats that you gain from all of your different gear. And what's really cool is that you can try to customize the gear that you wear to get certain stats that you really like. Like, I know me personally, one of my favorite stats, if I can find it here in the stat sheet, is HP drain. This is basically like lifesteal. I only have a little bit. I only have like 0.83% HP drain, but that's a favorite of mine just because, again, it's like lifesteal. So while I'm sitting there hacking away on somebody, I will continually be getting life back. So that is a stat that I personally like. But, you know, again, you can really kind of customize your stats here with your gear based on what you like and what you want to get. Now, I know that that's all well and good, but you're like, how do I get all of these stats? What do I do to actually acquire these stats? Now, there's a lot of different ways, as I've been saying, but I'll show you all of the stuff that mainly pertains to your gear. So if you look, let's say, at my helmet here, right? This gives me a cumulative 31k combat power, effective combat power. So that's that big level that you see underneath my character, combat power 738, 154, there at the top left. So that is the amount of combat power that this piece of armor gives me, but it also gives me, as you can see, 69, 16 physical defense, 62, 23 magical defense, and then it gives me this 7119 MP. And then I also have this like effect on it, this attribute, level 2 patience, decrease my final damage from elite monsters by 6%. So it's just an extra perk that I get from this piece of gear. And various gear has these types of perks. Like as you can see, my Dynasty Slasher gives me 18.9k physical attack, but then also has a level 3 hunt attribute on it, which adds 56% bonus damage to final damage when attacking elite monsters. So you can really enhance your gear with these extra attributes. And similar to other games, there are also set bonuses. So if I go to my chest piece here, you can see this is part of the Fang of the Wolf set. And if I wear 2 pieces, my final damage is decreased by 5.5%. My crit resist is increased by 6%, and my max HP is increased by 6.5%. So the more of these pieces that I wear, and you can see here, I have the helmet, the chest, the gloves, and the boots because they are highlighted green. So I get those extra bonuses. And you can also see I have these soul crystals. So you might be wondering what those are. Now, soul crystals are kind of like gems that you can place in sockets in your gear. If any of you guys used to play World of Warcraft, you know that you have gem sockets. So you can kind of do the similar thing in this game. So as you can see, my Dynasty Slasher, pretty filled with gems. But what's cool is that similar to the gear, you can auto-equip, and it will replace any of the gems that you currently have in your gear with better stuff. So I don't have any. So if I go down here, again, no soul crystals to be auto-equipped, no soul crystals to be auto-equipped. So I normally, every now and then, just kind of check back here, see if I have any crystal upgrades that I can use. And as you can see, I really don't have much. I've pretty much been doing a good job with making sure that my gear is as gemmed as it can be. But you can also upgrade the gems too, if you want to combine multiple gems and have them be upgraded. So as you can see, I have 2 soul crystals of attack here, and I have if I had a 6 grade S soul crystals, I could combine these together to make 1 new soul crystal of attack. So it would be a higher level soul crystal. So you can combine them. If you get a bunch of weaker ones and you're like, I don't know what to do with these, you can combine them and turn them into something stronger, which you can then place in your gear. You can also upgrade your gear in a lot of different ways too. If you go to your menus, go to item, and then go to forge, you can increase your items in a ton of different ways. Now I've maxed out the level of a lot of equipment that I'm wearing, but let's see if we look at this C sword, right? You see it's a level 1 out of 30 for its current rarity. So let's say I chose all of these SR upgrades, which I would not use that on a C grade weapon, but I can increase it all the way to level 30. And as you can see, the physical attack of this weapon would go from 75 all the way up to 183. So whenever you get kind of spare materials, like for example, I would use this C sword to upgrade, like let's say I was holding an SR sword like I currently am, it's max level 30. I would use that C sword to increase the level of my SR sword. So you can use equipment that you really don't have use for to upgrade the equipment that you're currently using. You can also upgrade when the equipment is upgraded its basic stats. So you can upgrade your various equipment. As you can see, all my stuff is pretty much at the highest level, so I can't really do that. See, equipment upgrade from SR can be crafted to grade ultra rare. So that is something I need to do. I can't necessarily do that here. Kind of same thing with combine. You can combine lower grade equipment to turn it into something higher. Again, I have pretty much everything maxed up. And then over here you have enhancement. So if you see here on my sword here, my SR grade sword, you see that little green plus 20 at the bottom? That is the enhancement level. It's just another way to level up your stats here. So for example, if I was to use these scrolls, I would bring my physical attack of this from 18,912 up to 19,908. But I don't have enough of these scrolls, because as you can see, enhancement scroll success rate is 35%. And if I fail, it will decrease the level of the enhancement. So it's not really something I want to risk. I would wait until this was a higher percentage, or most likely 100%, before I gave that a try, but that is just another way to increase that. Now, as you saw, I was talking about the attributes earlier, so I think for this one it increases like my final damage. I can also do that here with attribute enhancements. So if I was to click this crystal, I would go from Hunt 3 adds 56% bonus damage to final damage when attacking elite monsters, all the way up to 64% bonus damage. But again, enhancement success rate is only 25%, so I'm not going to waste waste this crystal on this weapon when it's really not going to do anything. Again, I would wait until I had it at 100%. I wonder if I can actually do that in my gear and show you guys, and I believe I can. No. Oh, I thought I could use that SR one on mine. I guess not. But that, that's just another way, as you can see, that you can upgrade your gear. So you want to check every now and then to see, can I upgrade it? Will it actually do anything? If I show you the upgrade from the forge, right, the level up. So we have my level 28 gloves here. If I use this chest piece, you see, I gain physical defense, magical defense, and max HP. I could also combine this in there and this armor varnish, and boom, that brings it all the way up to level 30 for only 50k Adina. And then I get a special reward for maxing out this piece of gear. And as you can see, I also gain a cumulative 799 combat power. You can also change the substats on your piece of gear if you go down to this thing right here, the two from the bottom. And that was kind of like what I was talking about before. If you looked at like the really long list of stats, you can continually change the substats of a piece of item with rubies as a way to kind of get the stat profile that you would like. The only stinky part about it is that it is kind of left up to chance. But if you get lucky, you can really get a stat combination, a stat profile that you really, really want. And it's, it's only 100 gems. It really isn't too expensive. As you can see, I have 3k. So I can really do this a whole bunch of times to really get the stat profile that I really, really want. So that's another cool thing that you can do. And this is ultra rare crafting. So this would be how you go from SR to ultra rare, which was the newest rarity introduced with Dawn of Destruction. So if you go through the tutorial here, I'll go through this with you guys. Are you finally interested in taking some time with crafting? Makes me so happy. As you know, ultra rare equipment can only be acquired through crafting, and I'll tell you about it, so listen carefully. So as you saw earlier, it said you can't go from SR to ultra rare because you need to do it through this method. So you need the recipe for the item you want to craft. You'll need rare minerals or wood. You need radiant upgrade stones, which you get from a ton of different sources. And then you also need scraps acquired from salvaging armor. So you can make ultra rare equipment as long as you have those 4 things. And you can only craft ultra rare equipment by using level 30 SR equipment. So as you saw, you need to go through the forge and level up all of your SR equipment to rank 30 before you're able to get to that ultra rare equipment. And it also maintains the enhancement, limit break, substat, and attribute details. So all that effort that you put into getting the attributes that you want will not be lost upon using ultra rare equipment. 4 materials can all enhance equipment. Be sure to enhance your equipment whenever you collect a type of material. You'll surely enjoy how much stronger your equipment becomes. And this equipment can be crafted using all 4 material types. It wouldn't be incomparably stronger. So if, let's say oh, and it took me out. Okay. So I don't think I can do any of that. I don't know if I have enough, but we can check that really fast. So let me go to the forge. Let me go down here, toss my sword into here. And as you can see, I'm missing some of the pieces here. I only have 1319 out of the 5k that I need. If I check my armor, again, I'm missing some stuff. So this gives me something to work towards and gives me materials to collect so that I can look forward to going from that SR to UR rated equipment. But that's pretty much what I want to cover today, guys. I wanted to just go over stats and gear and different ways that you can upgrade your equipment, enhance your equipment, and make your character much, much stronger. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and got some help from it and learned something from it. If you are interested in downloading Lineage 2 Revolution for yourself, please check out the link in the description below and download it for your Apple or Android device today. And once again, I want to thank Netmarble for giving me the opportunity to do this sponsored video series on Lineage 2 Revolution. If you guys like this video, I'd appreciate it if you dropped a like on it. And if you have any questions or comments about Lineage 2 Revolution, please leave them below. For more great gaming content as well, please hit that sub button as well as hit the bell to make sure that you keep notifications on. So thank you so much for stopping by today, guys. I really appreciate it. As always, I'm Dots Gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.